Hey guys, it's Pep. So it's my last day in the UK for the foreseeable future. I've decided that living in the UK on state pension is pretty much ridiculous. You don't have a life, what you've got is an existence. Unless you've got a private pension as well, it's quite difficult to have a decent life. So I own a flat, and what I'll do, or what I've done, is to let the flat out, and the income from that plus the small pension that I have, the state pension, to travel. Now I'm going to be travelling the world, not because I'm rich, quite the opposite, but because I cannot afford to live in this country as it is, unless I do jobs on the side. So in me doing so, and recording it, I hope to change other people's lives too, because there's going to be thousands of people in my position. And I think outside the box. There is a better way, and hopefully I will prove it. And if I can change somebody's life for the better, that'll please me. So anyway, I hope you all follow me, and I will see you at my next stop, and my first stop, which will be New Delhi, India. Now, that'll be a change for me. Okay, see you guys.
He is the most.
Right, we're recording. Hey guys, so here we are at the airport at last, on our way to go across the world, and my family and adopted family have all come, and so everybody say hello. Here we are, and the biggest boy of all.
That's it. Look, wave.
I guess the next shoot is going to be in India. Ta for now.
Over here.
Bye.
We love you, Dad.
Love you.
Hope you're comfy up there.
Yeah.
Bye, Dad.
I know it's coming to the clouds. Oh, we just seen you again.
Good morning, family and friends. I've woken up in a new bed in a new country, India, New Delhi today. Wow, my first impressions was how exhilarating. Quite an interesting place. Right, I'm going to show you the room first of all. I wasn't sure what to expect. And we've got to realise that we're only paying £12 a night in this place, or was it 16, something like that. And so for the price, it's not, I really can't complain. But let me show you around. It's a bit messy because Pep's already been here. So this is my room. As I say, it's somewhere between £12 to £16 a night. I can't quite remember. Very large bed. You could probably fit 15 people in there if you had to. Huge little table over there with tea and coffee, powdered milk. Yeah, so as I say, what will you get in Britain for that sort of money? Maybe a cardboard box under a flyover. So I mustn't grumble. Now, there are one or two areas that need further inspection. This is the shower up there, and toilet. But just, this is what I find curious. The heater up there, and you've got to plug it, but look at the gaping hole there, just above the plug. I mean, this is a shower room, for goodness sakes. Is that dangerous? I don't know. Maybe someone of you can tell me. The fan is sort of barely hanging on, and in places it's actually quite, I think. I was forgetting to tell you, the scene from the window is not the best. Have a look at this. I'm not moaning, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, look at the cables everywhere. Hold on. There we go. How's that? You can almost reach out and grab them. Cable City. So this is the street. Look how moggy it all is. It's actually, you can tell the dense smog. There we are. So actually coming from the airport in a taxi, we were along, let me turn you around. Coming along from the airport, we were on a one-way road where the traffic was going in one direction, and then we had 7 cows coming in the opposite direction. That's something you don't see, well, I don't see every day. So on the road I saw cows, goats, monkeys, dogs. Dogs are just sleeping all day long. I got a little bit concerned because the first one I thought, is he dead? Is he alive? But then I saw him kick his hind leg. Bit of a culture shock in a way. Well, it's not a shock. I didn't have any expectations, but it is different. There's bad and good. I find it quite exhilarating, and parts of it remind me of the time that I grew up in Spain, up to the age of 5. But I can still remember parts when I used to go back. In La Linea, where I was born, and I had family, I'd go back and I'd see dirt streets and cables hanging everywhere, and all the beeping as cars do here, and you'd have about 3 people on a motorbike, no helmets. So it's a slight reminder back to those days for me. I've read a little bit about New Delhi's history, and it centres mainly around 1911, when the British decided it would be the new capital of the British Empire in India. No, that's wrong. Just going to have a quick read up before my guide comes and gives me the tour. Just a very basic understanding of what New Delhi is. It became the new capital of British India in 1911, and it was inaugurated in 1931 as such. So what I'm going to see is a mixture of architecture, of British architecture, and time before that, Muslim architecture by the Mughals. There's an awful lot of beeping going out there. How they get past these little lanes, I don't know. Oh, there we go, massive lorry. There we go. Goodbye, son. So Jabri was telling me that this mosque was built by the Mughals, probably the richest Mughal that there has been. Took 6 years to build. It's got marble roof, quite incredible. It's enormous, beautiful.
You can take offices over there.
Yeah, we're now inside the mosque square. Absolutely stunning. You can consider when I'm not sure when it was built. That's Jabri. That's the royal gate over there. Absolutely stunning. Just want to take this. Wow. Still in the mosque. Up there you have the writings, and they're verses from the Quran. I still can't quite believe that those tiles up there are on marble. Wow. And the stones, they come from Jaipur, and the marble, but transported over here, which is 400 miles away, I believe. So this is the area where they sing their prayers. And one sings it from over here, and it goes to the other side, and somebody else there then sings it, and it goes across to, I don't know where, out the market somewhere, I suppose. And this is where all the action takes place for the Muslim and the prayers. Well, I don't know if I've got this right. I think he was trying to say that the second ruler of the empire is buried here. It's an amazing place, I've got to say. It's hugely amazing. So I'm going to go up. He's buried up on the first floor, right in the centre. People are not allowed in there, but you're allowed on the first floor on the outside to have a look around, which is what we're going to do now. This is what you call a flight of stairs. Wow. How high is it? Well, I'm sure my guide said people are not allowed in there, but I just had a view through, and there's lots of people in there. My guide waited outside a little bit further back there, and I'm to meet him in 15 minutes out there. So I don't know what that's about. But anyway, if I can go in, I'm going to go in and have a look. I must have been wrong in when he said I wasn't allowed in, because I'm in. So anyway. This is where the second emperor or the ruler, the second ruler was buried, bang in the middle. So I presume that's the tomb there. We're just going to the old spice stores.
Come.
Now, let sleeping dogs lie. Look.
8130.
Just look at these little markets. Wow. Beep beep, to you too, pal. Don't get run over, look, a little paw.
Come. आ गई
All the wires and all the cables above us. This is quite an experience. This is the market, the central market. And this is the very centre of what they call the spice market, which is on that side. It's just unreal. It's almost like I'm in a different world. Well, I am, I guess. And that there is a mosque. So we've come to a place where the people that used to make the silver jewellery and that for the queens lived in 9 places, because there were 9 of them related, and that one there is completely gold plated. Beautiful, just so incredible. Now the 7 generations down, and the people, the same family that used to make the jewellery for the queens then, are still making the jewellery nowadays.
Now we are going to meet that family. Come.
And Jibra's going to
This used to be the
take
factory
me.
before.
Oh, that was
It
the
has
factory.
been like destructed
Don't
because
relate.
of the lightning.
Yeah, okay. Oh, shame.
They are reconstructing it.
Okay.
And now
So
they are
Jibra's going to
making
take me to the family, 7 generations down from the original family. Oh, there you are. So, it's my last day today in New Delhi. Onward bound to Jaipur. What an experience. If I had to describe New Delhi in 2 words, it would probably be organised chaos. It's madness out there. You have over 30 million people in New Delhi. Take away 7 or 8 countries in Europe who have more. That's a bigger population than most of Europe in the one city. Anyways, I've had good times and bad times. All in all, very exhilarating. Very different. At times I felt I'd been put into the middle of a film set. That's how different it is to the way that I'm used to living. And most of us Westerners live. Oh, I was forgetting to say, on the first day, I thought I'd lost my passport. What a nightmare. Can you imagine me losing my passport? I'd have to find the Spanish embassy and get a passport issued here to be able to travel. But then going back to the UK eventually, I would also have troubles getting there because it's not issued in London. I'd have to explain all those sorts of things. So anyway, trying to find it, I had kittens. Eventually I found it. I'd left it on the counter downstairs in the reception. But for that little period, it was not very nice, I can say. And the other thing I want to say is apologies for the quality of film throughout New Delhi. I'm just first time using the camera, not knowing what was going on. I thought I'd broken it, in fact. And it was only last night with my youngest, Katie, that I was able, well, both of us were able to suss it. I WhatsApped to last night and anyway, we got it working again, but some of the shots, some of the clips are just awful. So apologies for that. I hope to do better as I get more experience with the camera. Thanks. Toodaloots.